ये सही लग रहा है. Oh. Give me, call me names and I'll be fun. Nemil said I look like a gulab jamun. We'll wait for Lair to come and then we'll choose today. So,
Hello.
hello. I hope you don't have anything scheduled right now, no?
No. We can do this.
Chalo, let's get to the questions.
Like,
What?
Gulab Jamun is the best name. I was just hearing you right now when you were asking people to give you names. I was like, Gulab Jamun is
Gulab
the.
jamun.
Yes.
क्या हो गया
Yeah.
bro. Yesterday I wanted my hair to be red and आज मैंने कर दिया. Sort.
Crazy.
I
I
was
wish I could do
blonde,
that.
you know. I had to bleach my hair first because
Never?
then only you can apply the red color.
So you first were blonde? You went blonde? Oh, that'll be so funny. Oh, shoot. Oh, oh my God, that looks so.
I wanted to tell you this before the live session, but I had to keep it in my stomach so I get the reaction I got. Anyway,
Oh,
चलो क्या सवाल है मैम आपके बताइए.
Oh, so I think so like there's so much like regarding the film that I really wanna and one is also saying what copy karte hain. Like is gonna copy it, I'm sure.
विनायक तेरे blonde hair को मैंने कॉपी किया था actually.
Now he's
क्या
gonna go
सुन?
red. Yeah, so I think so the thing is that okay, so I really wanted to have that conversation regarding which we did actually, and I wanted to go in deep like in detail with that was that the so like there are very few people who still try to make experimental films, and that is just something that I actually, to be very honest, I was not very aware of films as such apart from mainstream film, and you knew that really well. And I mean I think this was a really good
It's
phase.
real. It's real. People are asking me some drink or something. It's real, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I mean,
Experimental.
yes, that's what I'm saying. That during this time, it was a good time for me to actually get to know. Thanks to you for that. But I'm saying that, what is your take regarding, like there are times when people, like even with us, there was a time right before we were about to go for our shoot for Shunya, and there were few sessions where we used to go a little crazy and be like, "Arey, we'll do this or something or like that." Then like things change. So I mean, I really want to understand that changing. I'm sure that didn't come from being scared or being not sure of taking the risk of doing that. I know that was your artistic decision at that time. But I'm saying that there are times when that also happens when like that experiment feels too aisa ki, it's very difficult to
You're
achieve.
talking about the session we had at Yash's home. रात को.
Exactly. At that time, we were thinking so many things to do, but
Yeah.
we weren't sure whether to. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what do you think about that? Like, there are times when a lot of people maybe think of doing experiment, but just take a step back because you never know.
First thing was that over there now we were coming up with how to treat the whole thing, which now like after at that time a lot of things were going on in our heads. So that's not how it's supposed to be, right? So we discussed कि ये कर सकते वो कर सकते सब ideas आ गए ये वो, and then I was like, let's just give me 5 minutes to just think about everything that happened, and I went in अंदर वाले room and I was sitting and I was like कि ये बहुत forced है यार, यही तो नहीं करना है. You know what I said before, that in getting inspired is and just copying someone else कि ये बहुत cool है तो ये करते हैं. It was coming from that space that we were desperate to find something edgy, so to say, and then we were like, bro, ये edgy है यार, ये बहुत experimental है, ये करते हैं.
Like it'll be like doing experiment for the sake of it, like
So that's not how it's supposed to be. That's something I had in my mind, but वो flow में ना थोड़ा बह गए, ऐसा हुआ. So when I went into the room and I just realized कि ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं? It's just the script is not demanding that. Then why to do gimmicky things? ये ऐसा बहुत artsy हो जाएगा. नहीं ऐसे नहीं होता ना. It has to come from you, has to come from the story.
Correct.
Like holding on to a wide shot has to have a genuine reason for you to do that, है ना, कि मैं वाइड होल्ड करूंगा तो मेरा आर्टसी लगेगा फिल्म, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, तो वो बहुत गलत हो जाएगा. और वो फिर मेरे को लगता है कहीं ना कहीं शायद समझ जाएगा ऑडियंस को. It's there is this one quote now from David Fincher that there are only two ways to shoot a film and the other one is wrong. You know, it's like that for you. The other thing is wrong. So I think it has to come from within, and the thing we were doing was not coming from within. It was just us being kids, being kids. And I think after that day, till we finished the film,
enthusiastic for just doing something.
Yeah.
Something new, you know, something different. Yeah, you were saying.
But
Sorry.
I was saying that I also realized that after that day, we never behaved like kids throughout the film.
Yeah.
But अब उस दिन के बाद we were like कि because after that क्या था, एक ही वीक बचा था ना शूट को. The shit got real, man. Shit got real. There's a huge message from, I guess,
There's
Yash.
a question actually that is that you both were part of Shunya. Can you describe the whole process you guys went through and the difficulties faced creatively and while directing?
Both of us, na? There you should go first.
You should go first. You are the director. Come on.
Creatively, creative. अरे हाँ, so the major creative. See, it's a I don't know कितना बोल सकता है, but it's two stories.
Process, I think we can, not the
Yes,
story.
it's two stories running parallelly. So first, writing wise, it was the struggle was to get the end right. कि वो end correct होना चाहिए. So that took a little while. Creatively, the one thing is that when you don't have money, you don't have time. And मैंने बहुत सारी लोगों को सुना है कि even when you have money in films, you still don't have time. Like वो और चाहिए. So for that, we had to compromise a little bit on the things we have decided. We sometimes had to cover things in a way and come up with new ideas to cover things on the spot because we didn't have time. So that was one difficult part, that lack of time was there. But apart from that, because of money, we were not like, we didn't. We didn't stop for anything. Like genuinely, the crew and everyone worked their asses off to get everything. I imagined when I was writing, and then we all imagined when we were doing the pre-production. And अब जाके जब देख रहे हैं ना, तो it's like कि bro ये कहाँ से आया, क्योंकि पैसे तो नहीं थे, है ना. So सिर्फ टाइम का क्रंच था यार, कि टाइम की वजह से बहुत सारी जगह पे चीजों को ज्यादा टाइम नहीं दे पाए. But we had our plan and we sailed through it, I guess. Creative decisions creatively, as a director, the main difficulty was I was shit scared. I was shit scared to do this project. And
Please stop for a second. You please continue. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, this is weird. But yeah, so the thing is, the main creative, as a director, the main thing was that it's a huge project, right? And I reached the location 1 day before, 2 days before we were supposed to shoot. Next day, the whole crew was coming, and I think it was Ishidi and everyone. I was sleeping in one of the houses, and it just hit me that now the whole crew is here. Oh, Leher left. Okay, anyway, so the whole crew is here, and now I just have to shoot the film. And that was really scary, man. That was really scary. First day was pretty bad. We were scared. We were figuring out the process. But after that, everything just came. Everything just became synced, I was saying. That first day was really scary. And I was shit scared. And when Ishidin and everyone came to Sardoi, the whole crew, and I was sleeping and they woke me up because it was very early. Apart from you, yeah, you came when we were shooting, I guess, the second or the third shot.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear? Arey bro. Rohit is asking me, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is to not stand for what I'm saying currently about the art form, because right now I feel this is how it is, and अगर आगे जाके मैं corrupt हो गया ना, तो फिर कुछ point ही नहीं है. So I just don't want to get corrupt. That's my biggest fear. बाकी film पिटेगी वो चलेगा.
I think it's a choice, no?
Sorry?
It's also a choice, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
ma'am, you're back now. Are you the host or am I the host?
I didn't know, no, of course. Why would you be the host? You are on the other side today.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the entire process of in the entire process of Shunya, I mean, there was this one more thing that was that we weren't, because it was so new to everybody, we weren't prepared for anything going wrong. And for us, what happened on set was everything went wrong, possibly that could have, on
Yeah.
every basis, we were facing a lot of problems
Hmm.
that we weren't prepared for. But
Mhm.
I think that is just something that we like all of us on set, like, everybody kind of learned that in the end of the day, you don't know. All that is there at that moment is to just make it happen, just run,
Mhm.
do whatever the hell you can do
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
it happen. So I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's something that we all learned, and I think that was one thing that, yeah.
You know, Adi said in his live session that this is the first time he experienced that while making a film,
Yeah.
the persona of the whole crew changed, like
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
while making the film,
Exactly.
and I think that was really beautiful. Yeah, like best है, best process था ये, बहुत मजा आया था.
And
Anyway,
everybody, I think everybody who could do anything possible, doing multiple things possible,
yeah,
that time did. Like leaving their own job aside, doing anybody's job at that moment for making
exactly,
it
exactly.
happen was one
Like
thing that.
I like to like talk about that. Like you on set like literally were doing like everything possible. Then Yash, like he's the first AD, right? But
Yeah.
he was also
In
because
production.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he was also helping Kirti in productions, and he's also managing somewhat the money
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
connections we had in Sardoi. So he was also into that. So he was, everyone was like,
Yeah,
ऐसा
like that.
इतना jumbled and everything happened na. At least in the direction team, तो I guess सबने like
Yeah.
उधर कुछ नहीं था. There's hierarchy का थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो गया था. But I
And the
guess
most surprising thing for me was also Dharmaj. I mean, Dharmaj was one person who I was like, like he could have just Shanti se been on a
yeah,
set.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
am doing the sound for the thing. You guys don't
yeah,
disturb me. He didn't give a shit about that. All he did was tell me what, okay, ye bhi ho sakta, ye bhi ho sakta. I think he was that one person
exactly.
who was open to anything
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
his
yeah.
way. So I
Dharmaj,
was like,
I remember. Yeah. And he was handling the crowd, and he was. I remember the whole Karma thing happened. So he went down and he was fighting with the guy. Like
yeah,
everyone was fighting. He was also there. But the connection, na, I have to share this one story. I like that KU, who's the sound mixer on production sound mixer. So he got so attached, and I don't know. The process was so much in his head that we wrapped up the film. They were going back home, and the
yeah.
train stopped at Surat. And he just woke up. He bro, क्या हुआ? Shot लेना है क्या? Shot लेना है? मैं ready हूँ. मेरा सब सामान ready है. And this story Kota told me, and I was like, कि bro कितना ऐसा अंदर घुस गया है. And after wrap up party वार्टी करेंगे ये सब plan था, but I just crashed on the bed, man. I was like, fuck, it's done after 6 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was there. But yeah, what a beautiful time, beautiful time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, through Shunya, I think there's a lot of things that everybody learned, like overall
Hmm.
experience wise also. And I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that you can't really share a lot of things from the film. That's the reason I'm not asking you
Huh.
regarding that, which
Hmm.
I do have. But like one thing that I really wanted to know was how do you work with your actors? What's your approach regarding working with your actors?
Uh, See, honestly, I have not done a lot of work कि मेरा process fix हो जाए.
Hmm.
But one thing is that जो भी है actor, you should know your character
Hmm.
अच्छे से. Like they can ask anything, because
Yeah.
the thing is that कि actors have to do their job is very difficult. Okay,
Hmm.
see the two part struggle है. पहले getting work वो बहुत अलग struggle है, जो हम लोग ने बात किया था, जुबिन से भी बात, वो सब बात हुई थी. And from there, again, performing in front of the camera while the whole chaos is going on. मतलब movie set is a chaos, and
Yeah.
then that performing that part. So I can't I can't मतलब मेरे को नहीं पता what the actor will need at any point of time. you know कि if the actor is asking me कि पीछे मेरे पीछे मतलब मेरे बैक स्टोरी में जब मैं 7 साल का था तभी मैं ऐसा करता था क्या, that's the question. Okay, now he is right now 60 years old. Now you as a director feel कि ये क्या क्या क्यों कर रहा है, क्यों पका रहा है ना, but what connection that guy is making to this scene, you don't know that, right? And your job as a director is to direct the actor कि ये ऐसा करता था, then he will give you an option कि okay then let's do this. One major thing is that you should know how you see your characters and you should know what's the tonality of your film. ठीक है. And the thing is that in Shunya we had big actors, yeah, like Raju sir, Mehul sir. Now I have seen their work for a really long time as a kid, as the audience member. The stature is so big. Like Raju sir, Mehul sir, like you just get scared, right? And I was scared of that. What if I get scared to tell Raju sir that I didn't like the take? You know what I mean? But
I think you handled it like beautifully at that time.
Yeah.
I think there was at that time I didn't see that, you know, that you weren't nervous at that time. I think you just went there and you just went like, this is what I want.
Yeah. And over there now, the best thing about the whole process was that because I was young, they could have just treated me like a kid, right? But them being so professional and so nice as a human being that they were genuinely there was a actor director relationship only, and it's not like कि ये चल यार बच्चे लोग indie film बना रहे या कुछ तो ये college, that it was never that. So even when I don't know when I get that from the actor and फिर मैं director हूँ तो हूँ यार, फिर I'll own that up, right? So then Raju, you can't be rude, right? कि अरे bro अच्छा नहीं था. You have to go and talk. That's your job, right? Director का majority part क्या है? Manipulation, talking while manipulating, and that only. So you just talk to them कि sir ये we can do this, we can do that, this that, and that's it. That's how it is. But one thing is that working with actors is that give them time, give them space, because तू 6 महीने लिख, तू 12 महीने लिख, अगर वो line screen पे actor won't deliver ना, एक हफ्ते बाद एडिट भी नहीं बचा सकता है. So give them time, give them space, protect them from the chaos, try to protect them as much as you can, and then have a genuine conversation. And you should know your characters, man. अगर वो नहीं है ना, then you will be like कि ये scene में the character is talking like this scene ऐसा उल्टा, then that will fuck up the film. This is my process till now, I feel. But it has to be even better as I work like और आगे. But this is the first step to workshops and everything. Yeah. With the Hawaii actors.
Very, very important question that we have is made by Darshan. Why red?
I read. Why red? I don't know, यार. मेरे को पता नहीं. It's just I'm like angry maybe. I don't know. It's just मेरे को तो दिमाग में आया that either green or blue or red, like RGB. ठीक है. I was thinking red, green, blue ऐसे. But then blue.
No, red, green, blue. Why not that?
My mom will give you a call after this live session if she watches this. Red, green, blue. France का झंडा लगता bro. नहीं. So the thing is that पता नहीं, मेरे को genuinely नहीं पता. But green मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था क्योंकि पता नहीं. Blue मैं बोला कि blue कोई बाल क्यों रखेगा, लाल भी क्यों रखेगा. So मैं बोला red सही रहेगा. Red is good enough. So let's go with red. So कर दिया.
I think you'll finish the series of red, blue and white, you know. I think you should
My
go
mom will surely give you a call after this. She'll be like, "Bhai, kya hai iska?" Anyway.
Yeah. So one thing that I think that we should talk about is your obsession with death is to another level only. And see, and see, your writings have a lot of death in them. Like there's so much about death.
Yeah.
You know, and so why is it? Like I know, but I want everybody to know. I know you love to talk about that also. So yeah.
Yeah, one half I said before in one of the live sessions is that the amount of fiction a death can offer you is immense, right? Because no one knows what happens after death. So now it's up to your imagination wherever you can take it. Yes. It's that. Another thing, coming back to the human part of it, we still, no matter how great we are, we still have to figure out a way to deal with death. Yeah. And every person has a very different way of dealing with death. So the thing is that when I saw death for the first time, a dead body for the first time, which was a close person, it shook me.
Yeah.
That what the like. I guess that's where my journey of existentialism, existential crisis started. That अगर यही है end, then what is the point of everything else, right? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And I think death is it's one of the, we have very few certainties in life, right? And death is one of them, that everyone is going to die one day. It's a sad thought, but yeah, everyone is going to die one day. This is something we are ignorant about. We think we are immortal. We don't have a sense of mortality. And when we see death around us, it gives us a sense of mortality to an extent. But after that, it just becomes normal.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of complex human emotions can be explored through this one certainty called death.
True.
You know what I mean? What I
Yeah.
would like to explore is the happiness after death,
Yeah.
not of the person. Like one very bad character, abusive character, dying, and that
Yeah.
gives just makes the whole family happy, man.
There's a relief, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's that death allows me as a writer to explore a lot of fictionalized things and also a lot of real complex human emotions, which is like the favorite combination. So that's why maybe I'm obsessed with death, and it's the the curiosity to know the unknown. So that is why I'm stuck with that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I
being
don't
stuck with that, does it like restrict you sometimes in writing? Like, you know, it becomes difficult to write about something else.
know. No, not really. I don't think so. Uh, but I think I should protect myself from that. That I don't keep writing about death. I have to do that consciously. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, no, it doesn't stop me from writing about something, because I have like what 13, 14 ideas in my head about short films and everything. Not all of them are about death, but I'm scared that they'll end up
Being,
becoming about.
yeah, that's
हाँ,
what I'm.
तो वो अभी fear है. But
Yeah,
I
because
don't think so. I
it's
don't
a universal thing to explore with anything that you have in mind, right? So like
think.
it can end up connecting to that. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But it's not like कि my thought process is never like कि चलो आज फिर से मौत के बारे में लिखते हैं. It's not like that. It's just that it comes from within. So right now it's coming like it's about death. After some time, maybe it changes. I grow as a person. So I start writing about birth, childbirth. I just keep writing about that. And after that, something else, something else. So it can be like that. But it's, no, don't scare me, yaar.
I'm
It
not
won't be like
scaring
that.
you. I'm just asking. Even if you
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
what is wrong with that? I mean, that's what I'm
No, no,
saying.
no. It's not like, it's not stopping me from doing anything because I'm not like कि हर बार मौत के बारे में ही लिखना है. Because now, in fact, I'm the other way around. यार बहुत मौत के बारे में लिख रहा हूँ. I should write something else as well. So it's the
Yeah.
other way around. But yeah, it's not stopping me from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And like what kind of, like, I know like there is, I mean, death being, you know, not just death, but I'm just saying that, you know, like being death is not the only thing that's serious in the world, and you write a lot of serious things also. Like there are very few times that I've seen you write, or you know that what I'm getting to, you know. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, what like, but you would like to explore different genres, right, of writing.
Of course, of course. How, I don't know, but I would love to do that. Like comedy, maybe. Because I think I am a funny person. ठीक है,
Yeah.
ये मैं खुद का इतना तो मेरे को लगता है. But यार लिख नहीं पाता हूँ मैं उसके बारे में. See, the thing is, maybe the reason which is stopping me from writing comedy is that I'm not being able to figure out a way to say something which I want to say in a funny way. You know, so that's something I have to crack. I want to talk about a person getting divorced. ठीक है. Now drama तो लिख लूंगा मैं इस पे. Drama मेरे को लग रहा है easy भी होगा लिखना इस पे, because I come from that school of thought.
Yeah.
But how to make this into a comedy? This is what I want to say, that divorce is good or divorce is bad, whatever it is. Now how do I explore that in a form of comedy? So वो मेरे को लग रहा है मेरे को सीखना बचा है अभी तो सीखूंगा मैं, फिर शायद लिखूंगा. And I also have to keep in mind that I don't have to get too comfortable with drama or a specific genre. But I don't limit myself. So that's there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like there are so many directors and writers, who continue having, because that is something that they feel comfortable about, and that's one thing that they keep, like, because it's such a thing that, after so much of exploration also you might not be able to reach anywhere,
Yeah, yeah,
understanding it at all. So I mean, there
yeah.
are a lot of people who continue doing a similar kind of thing also, and I mean, I'm not sure what is your point of view about that. That is it okay, or is it like, no, you should be open to everything?
See, the thing is, you should be open to everything for sure. But the thing is that, yeah, filmmaking sucks the life out of you, na. For like one person, अब मैं मेरा life का 3 film, for example, each film took 2 years, so 6 years of my life I put in to
Yeah.
make, for example, 3 drama or thriller films, for example.
Yeah.
Now I have, and people, I'm successful, like people are loving, I'm able to give the thrill out.
Correct.
So I've somewhat achieved a certain level of mastery in that craft, in that genre. Now going back to scratch and then starting with comedy isn't a very, appealing way to go.
Correct.
And filmmakers like Stanley Kubrick are once in a century, right? Like he has made films in all the genres, and all the genres में उसने अलग कमाल कर दिया है. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So doing that is very difficult. So that's why they find a tone, or maybe I don't know, or maybe they just get comfortable with that, or that's the way they want to keep expressing themselves, or it's the fear of failing at another genre. It can be anything, but you should be open to, I guess, everything. And that's why this is the time I have to use to, educate myself about
Yeah.
everything, so that I don't write, like, for example, tomorrow I start writing nice comedies.
Yeah.
But अभी अगर ऐसे हूँ कि नहीं यार मैं तो ड्रामा, I'm the serious filmmaker, I'm a serious filmmaker, then I'll get stuck for that for my entire life. You know what I mean? And that won't be correct for myself. So that, I think, yeah, you should be open to everything. My answers are making sense. No, I don't know.
Yeah, of course they're making sense. No, I mean, this is more like a discussion happening now rather than like, but like, no, but my point is that into this, that one is that, like, I mean, I know that because it's so subjective that there's no right and wrong, because like, when it comes to this particular thing, I mean, there's a huge difference in, how you work and how I work or how anyone else works, because everybody has their own
Process, yeah.
source of where they're coming also from. One, and of course their process, and also how do they like work, how their body functions when it comes to even the similar kind of work, like I mean, like for you there's a lot about watching and reading and a lot of interviews that you watch and everything, but how completely opposite it is with me,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
have not seen anything or
Yeah,
anything like that, so I mean, yeah, so it's a very subjective thing, and I feel like of course that's why definitely your answers are making sense, because they
Okay.
are, yeah, they are answering what you believe in. But like, so I don't know, but like there's always this one thing that I feel like is that everything ends up becoming like a business, even the same art form is kind of becoming business from a really long time, and I think it's also from a really long time it's like set up like that only, because just politics mein hota hai na, you have khandans who have their jagah and then unhi ke ho raha hai, okay, and that's how it is working, now I feel like that it's because it's set like that, it's taking a lot of time and opening to ideas, but I feel like there are a lot of people coming from different, like you mentioned actually, right before that you mentioned that you don't want to get corrupted, and that's your biggest
yeah.
but there are so many people and so many directors who have entered with something really different in their mind, but the moment they entered the same industry they have gotten corrupted like this.
That's the fear ना यार, वो दिख रहा है ना सामने. That's the fear.
No, but my question is that why is that a fear? Why is that a fear to you? I mean,
wouldn't that be wrong on my part? वो करने आया नहीं हूं ना मैं. And getting corrupt, how is getting corrupted right by any justification?
it's not right. I'm saying, why is that a fear? Why can't it be just a choice? Like, why can't people stay that headstrong when they enter the industry? Is it too difficult to be? I mean, in the end of the day, it's like, for example, if I stand for something, I will stand for that. It's that simple. If you think about it from that. But then why
No,
is
but the
that?
thing is that your stand might change due to all the influences you have around you, right? So
Yeah.
that is the fear, that I shouldn't lose myself in the glam sham of the world around us. अभी मेरे को वो glam sham से तो हो सके उतना दूर ही रहना है, but things might change. It is so influential. The money, the fame, or anything. I'm not saying I'm gonna be rich or famous, but I'm just saying the things around you, the parties and everything, they influence you so much, and that might change your stand on things. That अरे यार थोड़े पैसे आ जाने दे फिर बना लेंगे आर्ट फिल्म, थोड़े पैसे आ जाने दे फिर मैं एक्सप्रेस कर लूंगा खुद को. And in that process, getting corrupted and just becoming another, you know what I mean, another that
I
guy.
example, yeah.
Yeah. So that is scary because I didn't want to do that when I decided to quit engineering and make films. I wanted to express myself, and that's what I'm here to do. And the films are the best form in which I can do that. And my inability to make a mainstream film will stop me from doing that. I think that's a protection कि तू बना ही नहीं सकता mainstream film, तो तू अब कैसे करेगा? I think that will be there. That's nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But isn't like, okay, I mean, I think then there should be like, I don't know, but I think that, I mean, this is off topic kind of, but like, I think when we are getting educated, I think there should be one section of making people headstrong because they get influenced so easily. I mean, and there are so many people who get influenced so easily. So, I mean, yeah, okay, sorry. Anyway.
Just figuring out things. I think this is a half an hour good session.
Okay.
I think we should not bore people anymore. And let's have all the discussions we wanted to have offline or something like that. And let's wrap this up because 2 parts feels a little. See, yeah. Let's wrap up because I really have to pee, man. I'm just joking. I know I'm just joking. I know, Baba, I'm just joking. But I think we should wrap up because it's been half an hour and we had a good session. So, sorry, you wrap it up. It's Ankahee with Layer Khan for this one specific episode. Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me today in Ankahee with Layer Khan. And with our guest, Vidar Joshi. I am so happy that this happened actually. I'm really happy that, from the time the session started, live session started, and the first thing that came in my head was, why can't it be the other way around? Why can't you come on it? And, I think everybody said that. So I'm really happy that it happened. And I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and I hope that everybody online enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. Yeah, it was so much. There's so much that we talked about, and I think it's going to help somebody as well, like people who are watching. And
yes.
Quit engineering and come to filmmaking. And
no, don't say. No, no. Galat cheeze promote मत कर.
No, not like that.
Do whatever you want to do.
Follow your heart.
Yeah. And, Chalo, thank you so much for doing this, yaar. Thank you for doing this and asking me these questions and everything. So I had fun, yaar. It became a chill conversation after a point. I like that. So, chalo.
And of course, the surprise of your head hair. I mean.
Yes, gulab jamun boy. ठीक है, चलो, bye bye. Good night. Thank you. Bye bye.